are almost ready to kick off round number 2 of Art Battle in Ormond Beach today. We will have another 6 awesome artists stepping up to the easel. We'll have Montgomery Triz, Jessica Shippey, Rachel Caldwell, Thais Franca, Ryan Homan, and our wildcard artist, Pamela MacArthur, stepping up to the easels in just a few minutes. They will have 20 minutes on the clock to tackle those blank canvases. Stay tuned.
We're going to have your attention, please. I know you are deeply engaged in these conversations about the meaning of life, and boy, do I love that. Seriously, pick them up on the back end of it, because we are about to enter round 2. Let's get hyped. All right, let's do a little check-in. I love that. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Let's do it. Thank you so much for being awesome. We love you. You were great. P.S. All right. Are you ready for round 2? Are you ready for round 2, ladies and gentlemen? Because we are ready for round 2. And you know what that means? That means I'm about to introduce some amazingly successful artists. First and foremost, Jessica Shippey. Jessica is whimsical in color and choice, but more accurate in form. She's thrilled to participate, and we're so thrilled to have her. Here's the thing. She's influenced by Art Nouveau. She loves to paint animals. Look at those tattoos. They are rad. And she is from Jacksonville, and she's participated in 2 art battles, and she's made it to the final round in both of those competitions. Oh, she's a force. Don't let her fool you. She is a force. And she says nothing beats the excitement and inspiration of slinging paint at 100 miles per hour. Can't wait to see what everyone creates. I've made some great artist friends and love seeing all the creations. Jessica, so much. Thank you for being here. You're awesome. Let's see if you make it to that 3rd final round, girl. Look at this. Easel 2, Rachel Caldwell. Rachel, come on out. Woo, yes. Love that dress. Get up here. Love that dress. All right, here we go. Rachel paints in oils and acrylics and loves to create something different than others. Listen, you've already created something different than others just by being here. It's so good to see you. She says she is inspired by the people she loves. That's a beautiful sentiment. And her subjects for her paintings come to her in her dreams. Girl, I love that. All right. Thank you for being here. She says to support the artists and their dreams. Rachel Caldwell on Easel 2. Thank you, Rachel. Okay, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to introduce a Brazilian artist. Oh my goodness, I can't even hear myself talk. Thais Franca, she is a local. She has co-founded Spotlight Art Gallery. She is amazing. She has been creating since she was 3. Look at the little lady with her. Oh, we are involved in the whole family. It is her dream to one day compete in art battle in her home country of Brazil. Brazil! We love it. You want to say anything to the people back home?
Voto pra mim, voto pra mim, voto pra mim.
Yes. All right. Listen, she has so much on here, and we love her. Her name's a bit tricky, but it's pronounced Thais. And she is from Brazil. She has a gallery. She's been here for a long time. She loves to sing and dance while she's painting. And she says, listen, if anybody's feeling it, you join right in. You know. All right. Thank you for being on Easel 3, Thais. So good to see you, dear. All right. We're going to move right over here to Easel 4. You know how we do. Thank you, guys. All right. We are on Easel 4. I think what that means is that we are ready. We are waiting. There he is, my man, without the yellow shades, but he was looking pretty rad early. Ryan Howman. Yes. Good to see you, Ryan. Good to see you, brother. Yes. Now Ryan is from Warwick, New York. If you are into skateboarding in this area, you're probably familiar with this face, these scars, this man. He considers himself the new age Bob Ross. I can see it. I can see it. I don't know how. Those white fluffy clouds are gonna come. He used to draw, he used to do graffiti a lot back in high school, but he has channeled that into some really good, solid canvas art. Way to take it to the limit, Ryan. We're so glad to have you, Ryan Howman. Thank you, brother. We're taking it to easel number 5, Montgomery Trent. Yes. Now I'm going to tell you a little something about Montgomery Trent. I'm going to tell you a little something about Montgomery Trent. You might know. Now I go out to Crescent City a little bit with my lady. This guy has would you call it a commune? What is it? An artist retreat. An artist retreat out there. Now he is a man who is fostering other artists. And we love that. And thank you so much for doing that. It's so important. It's so important. Montgomery focuses on realist impressionism, and he is in search of interpreting the human experience in this world. That sounds brilliant. I kind of love that. I want to give you a hug, but I've got to be objective. Listen, what Montgomery has to say to you all is exercise your imagination. Thank you, brother. Thank you. That is awesome. He is on easel number 5. And you know what? We got a wild card. And when we say a wild card, I mean a real wild card. This lady right here. We love you, Pam. We love you for doing this. Pamela MacArthur, come on down. Now, you know, I didn't even talk to Pamela, but I'll tell you this. Pamela went to high school at Mainland. Now she's wearing a Dolly Museum t-shirt. We love Pam. She's got rad hair, and she works at the lighting place just over the bridge. I don't even know what it's called.
Lighting.
What is it?
Elements of Design and Case
Elements.
Lighting.
Thank you, Pam. She is, listen, and again, I really want to emphasize this. How rad are these people who just step up here? You don't have to be 94 years old, but they come into it, you gotta be, those knees gotta be knocking, girl. Those knees gotta be, she says she's about to throw up. Listen, make her feel welcome, people. Give Pamela a big welcome. I'm gonna give you a hug. I want you to do so well.
Our artists are just setting their easels and getting ready for round number 2. Getting all of their paint set up, pre-mixing some of their colors. We can see some gorgeous big gobs of paint there. And I am so stoked. Quite a few of these artists have painted in Art Battle before, and I've seen them work, and so I'm familiar with their style, and absolutely can't wait to see what they bring to the easel this time. Round number 2 starting in just a few minutes. We are just about to start round number 2 of Art Battle in Ormond Beach. Our artists are just setting their palettes with some fresh paint. Round number 2 starting in just a few moments.
Now you give me a little bit more hype. And when I say 1, 2, 3, here we go. 1, 2, 3. Let's hear it! Are you ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's get painted!
Round number 2 of Art Battle in Ormond Beach has just begun, and we are starting off our foray into this round with Thais Franca, who has painted in Art Battle quite a few times before and is often a frequent finalist. So really looking forward to seeing what Thais brings to the canvas tonight. We can see that she is starting off with some sketch work. The graphite is so light that we're not quite able to see what she's sketching yet, but I kind of like that. I like that we're getting a little bit of mystery. Maybe starting to see some geometric shapes. And heading into paint right away. So she got her initial sketch done in literally 1 minute before going into paint. So really great job, Thais. Very rapid time management already. And here we are with Rachel Caldwell. And Rachel has painted a few times in Art Battle as well and is also a frequent finalist. Rachel is someone who I really, really enjoy watching create because she has all of these super surprising elements within her work. She likes to imbue her pieces with a sense of surrealty, and there's just something that's really, really special about them. She also works really clean, which is something that I tend to appreciate. And here we are with Jessica Shippey, and Jessica describes her work as being very impressionist, and we are definitely seeing that right off the bat here. We've got these super painterly strokes coming through, just starting to form this face. And she's really establishing her proportions here, but being super, super loose with it, and just really celebrating that kind of mark-making technique and allowing one brushstroke to lead into the other. Working super fast, applying some more neutral colors right now. We have this very strong start of this dark, dark blue. And now we can see that she's blending a lot of her marks on the canvas at once. I bet that Jessica is someone who paints with oil in studio. Just from the way that she's painting. She's doing a lot of blending on the canvas, and that is something that is fairly typical of oil painters. And the way that she's painting, she's getting these colors just looking so buttery and blending together just really beautifully. For those just joining us on the stream, these artists have 20 minutes total to go from blank canvas to incredible masterpiece right in front of your eyes, and you will vote for your favorite artist at artbattle.com/AB2410. Also, all of the works created tonight are available for silent auction. You can bid and collect at home. We will ship them to you. Here we are with Pamela MacArthur, and Pamela is our wildcard artist, which means that Pamela signed up at the door for the chance to be chosen at random to go up to the easel. And it always takes a really brave soul to do that, I think. And so Pamela had no idea that she was going to be painting here tonight, and here she is braving it up at the easel. We can see that she's got her background color established, staying quite neutral, and she's also got what is looking like a tree is going to be the focal point of her piece at this point. Working into this monochrome right now. Getting a little bit of that color blending on the canvas as well. Here we are with Montgomery Tris, and this piece is coming together beautifully already. Just to point out that this is literally a less than 5-minute painting from Montgomery already. Really stunning work so far. We have a very dark sky, an established horizon line. We've got some palm trees going on, and we've got a very, very light foreground. So interested to see how this develops. Right now I'm kind of getting the sensation that the sky is maybe a little bit stormy over top of a sunrise or a sunset. I'm just loving the way that he's created just the impression of these palm trees. Has used just enough kind of minimal brush strokes to help us understand what it is, but without overpainting it. And we also have that beautiful contrast of the blue of those palm trees, the bluey green against that yellow. So he's really segmented this piece in such an interesting way. Moving over to Ryan Howman, also an experienced art battle artist and frequent finalist, so we really have some heavy hitters in this round. Ryan is very well known for creating these very atmospheric, immersive landscapes, and that often are featuring a super saturated color palette. So I can definitely see that that is what we're getting right now. We have this very saturated red moving into yellow and then being contrasted by the blue on the ground. Really enjoying how these artists are just having so much fun with color and really just breaking the rules of the reality of everyday color. They're just really turning it on its head and giving us all of this wonderful saturation and interesting unconventional color choices. Ryan already getting into this very careful line work with his tree, establishing that as the focal point of the piece. And the gradients that he's achieved between all of these colors are just stunning. I would love to look at his brushes. He must have to keep them so clean to not muddy up any of these colors. But Ryan is such a pro. He's using a smaller brush, but one that has a longer tip. So he's loading up the paint onto the brush, but because the tip is long, it's allowing him to kind of drag it and create these segmented lines here. Definitely taking a steady hand to establish this piece, and potentially just having a little bit of challenge working on that wet on wet. Back with Thais here, and we can see that yes, we are getting a city scene here. Looks like maybe a village in the mountains. And this is some really cool perspective work here as well, because we have the corner of the houses facing us, and the way that this perspective is reading to me is that we're at the bottom of a valley that's filled with houses and that we're looking up. Really, really interesting there. We are approaching our halfway mark in Art Battle. These artists have 11 minutes remaining on the clock. Go to artbattle.com/AB2410 to cast your vote. Voting is now open. The top 2 artists from our first qualifying round and from this round will move forward into a 4-artist final showdown. The light source in this piece, coming from behind those mountains, is really cool too. Really enjoying how stylized this piece is. Over with Rachel Caldwell now. And Rachel has got this gorgeous cobalt, this lightened kind of cyan cobalt color going down. Keeping this color very opaque, which is deceptively difficult actually to get a really clean color field like this that has a lot of good opacity, especially in an environment where you can't necessarily continue to layer the color on top of each other. And then we have this small focus in the center of looking like a male figure, potentially with a gun coming out of a moon. Rachel always likes to keep us on our toes with these kind of surrealist narratives. So looking forward to seeing how Rachel continues to treat the rest of that canvas. Some fantastic work from Jessica Shippey. Again, with all of these unconventional colors. This is definitely reading a little bit Fauvist to me. Fauvist being a movement of artists who worked a lot. It was mostly focused in portraiture that was celebrating breaking all of the rules of color and placing color in different areas of the face within a portrait that was very unconventional to kind of create tension. And we're definitely getting that sense of tension here with Jessica in this portrait. And we can see that she is adding in Lots of great points of contrast as well. We have this white going in to lend itself to the highlight and really helping us to understand the way that the light is falling on the cheek, but still staying very loose, very impressionistic. We're getting the contrast of the hollows of the eyes being communicated with this darker color as well. And the play of warm and cool here is really nice as well. And definitely getting some really sumptuous texture there as Jessica super loads up her brush and just creates all of these very painterly strokes. Back with our wild card, Pamela MacArthur. And Pamela has decided to put a hanging heart off of the tree, so getting quite moody with it here, but also getting that pop of color that this piece I think was looking for. Getting some really clean line work here done as well, which can be quite difficult working in this timed setting because you have to combat the moisture that's already present in the paint. Usually when artists are working in their studios, they have the opportunity to let each layer dry and then work over top of that. Because we're working in this rapid setting, we don't have that opportunity to get that paint to dry to layer on top of, so that's an additional challenge for these artists. Getting in those little hits of line work on the rope on the heart. I feel like this piece is interesting too because it's kind of mirroring the color choices that Pamela has made in her personal style. So we have that the black and white and that pink pop in her hair. In this case, art imitates life. So stunning the way that Montgomery's piece is coming together. We're now having figures within this kind of swampish area walking through the water. I don't think I've ever seen a painting quite like this at Art Battle. I really enjoy the way that Montgomery is setting the scene. Especially with the addition of these strokes of yellow to kind of add depth within the water. And we can see that he's super, super carefully just giving us the suggestion of the face. And bracing his pinky onto the canvas to get that steadiness in his hand to add in these details, a great artist trick. Back with Ryan Hellman, and we're really getting some singing highlights coming off of this tree. The way that he's added in this white has just absolutely set everything off. We even now have the establishment of the shadow of the tree being cast to the side. Something that I always really appreciate about the way that Ryan paints is I feel like he builds his piece and establishes all of these different elements and then layers them on top. I feel like he just manages his time so well at Art Battle. He never has a piece that looks unfinished. He never has a piece that looks overpainted. It's all just coming together, and Ryan really specializes in that. And even now, just getting this tiny little hit of snow on the top of the fence. I'm wondering how this piece is going to ring with our Floridian crew here who are not necessarily used to seeing snow in their environment. Is this piece going to be something that's relatable for them? Back over to Thais in our final 4 minutes. And this piece has come together so wonderfully. We have kind of this blending of styles. We have the graphic element of all of these houses and the different ability to express perspective that Thais has established here. For me, again, it's that sensation of looking up into all of these houses and feeling like you're at the bottom of a hill gazing up at this environment that makes this piece so immersive, and I think really places the viewer within the scene. And we also have that very majestic light source coming from behind the hill. We would love to hear your thoughts on the stream of which artists you are enjoying watching them create. Who are you going to vote for? Because the time has come. Voting is now open at artbattle.com/AB2410. You can vote for one artist, but the top 2 artists as voted by the audience will move forward into the final round, joining the top 2 artists from round number 1. Oh, this fun element too of the clothesline being added. That's such a fun addition in the final moments. And back with Rachel here, and Rachel has really created so much more since we saw her piece last. Last time we checked in, we had this color field, this very opaque color field going on with just our moon and our figure, but now we have waves and the reflection on water, and that this character exists within an eye. So very surrealist and very graphic and illustrative, the way that this piece has been expressed. And of course, we just saw that amazingly satisfying tape pull where Rachel had thought about this piece so carefully to create that moment for us. And it really brings almost kind of a meta quality to this piece, that it's like a painting within a painting. It's already framed. And now we can see that she's adding some text elements in as well. I love you too. Very interesting addition here. Almost looking like a tarot card. Back with Jessica Shippey, and the way that this piece came together is just so stunning. We have all of these very impressionistic elements that just are colliding together to create this portrait. We have so much depth and eye connection here from this figure as well, and such careful and thoughtful placement of all of these brush strokes. Heading into our final 30 seconds here. Just getting those final little pops of contrast from Jessica here. This is such a satisfying piece. Wow, what a great night of live painting. These artists have really shown up and just gone fully into it, creating some really absolutely amazing works. We see a lot of 20-minute pieces at Art Battle, but there's something special going on in Ormond Beach tonight, because these pieces are awesome. I think we are just about to get into our countdown here.
Coming through, guys.
All right, here we are, Jessica Shippey. Woo! Now, girl, I can see why you made it to the finals 2 times in a row. And J-Bell, look at what she's got going on here. I mean, it's a period piece. It's absolutely, I have no idea what's going on, but I love every inch of it. Damn, you are good. You are good at what you do. Now look at, oh, hello. Hello, the moon. I love you too. Look at this. And, I love you too, the moon and back. Oh, wow. It's a hidden message, but you know what? It's not hidden for long. I get it. That is brilliant. And it matches your dress. I love that too. Yes, you are rocking it. Oh, here we roll up to tighties. Oh, shit. Oh, wow. She brought half of Brazil with her. I love that. Look at this little lady. Pretty in pink. Yes, hug her. Hug her. Yeah. Well, listen, you are rocking it. Oh, that is Sao Paulo. Wow. I just got the favelas. That's so brilliant. Wow. Okay. Keep on rocking it. Girl, you got about 2 minutes. Keep on going. We're going to work our way around to easel number 4, Ryan Howman. My man, look at this. Oh, shit. I feel like it's a dusty day in the West. Clint Eastwood just rolled up. He wants his horse back. Damn, that's badass. I mean, seriously, that is some badass shit. Thank you for doing it.
Yes, for sure.
Like, I saw you doing this earlier in the background, and I was like, that is going to be impressive, and it is. You're killing it, bro.
Thank you, man.
You're killing it.
Thank you.
Damn.
I appreciate
Good job, Ryan Howman. Excuse me, I'm going to move over here. Woo! Montgomery. Now listen, are you sure he only got 20 minutes? I feel like he got 2 days on this. This feels like a 2-day painting. If you did this in 20 minutes, I call cheating. It looks great. I mean, seriously, this is amazing. This is amazing.
Great job, girl.
This is a painting that he did in 20 minutes that for anybody else under normal circumstances would take 48 hours plus, I'm gonna say. Man, you do amazing work, Montgomery. Thank you so much for being a part of this. Seriously, thank you so much for being a part of this. We are rolling on. Where is my girl Pam? You better get over here, Pam. Oh, let me guess. Let me guess. This is saying something to me. I don't know what it's saying to me, but this feels like my high school girlfriend might have painted this. She killed me. Now, what is this all about? Is this a heartbreak, or is this are you liberating your heart?
What you doing over there?
Talk to me. I think it looks great. Girl, we gonna do this thing. I'm so glad you're a part of this. I love you. Give me a hug. All right, we got about.
Excuse me, guys.
About a minute. We're gonna count it down. Hold on. We're gonna break away, but we're gonna count it down.
Oh my God, she matches the flower color. So hold on, let me get the flowers. Nice. And back, let me see.
Hey
I love
guys,
you too, the
we're gonna
moon
do
and
that
back.
thing that we do, where we get real high. 1, 2, 3, let's do it! Woo! Yes, these artists all deserve it. They are here to show their talent for you, for me, for everybody else. Are you ready? Are you ready? We're gonna count it down. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Brushes down, artists. Thank you so much for being rad. You're awesome. We love you. Now let's hang up those brushes. Let's hear it for these artists. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. All right, we're gonna come right back to you. Woo. Artists, inhale. I know you haven't had a breath in a while. Thank you so much for being a part of this.
What an absolutely incredible offering from these artists for our second round of Art Battle in Ormond Beach. Everybody really, really brought it. There is something special going on at the easels in Ormond Beach tonight. We had an epic first round, and might I say, an even more spectacular second round. So it's going to be really difficult, I'm sure, for the audience to choose which artists they want to move forward to the final, but you gotta do it. Go to artbattle.com/AB2410 to cast your vote. You will choose your top artist in each round, and the top 2 artists as voted by the audience will move forward into a 4-artist final showdown. So we are collecting the votes, they are starting to roll in, and we will be back very shortly with our artist announcement of who has made it to the finals. So make sure that you head over to that link that's on the screen, and you can also participate in the auction. You don't need to be in the room to collect these paintings. We will ship them to you. So bid early and bid often, and make sure that you support these awesome artists. We would love to hear in the comments on YouTube whose pieces you're loving, which part of their performance you thought was the best. Chat with us. Back with our artist announcement in just a few minutes.